Hello?
Hello. Hello.
I'm confused on why my headphones affects your volume.
No, it does. Do this for a minute.
That is a bizarre turn of events.
Hello, welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. My name is Hayden. With me I have Mitch
Hello.
and Tom.
Hello.
And today we are discussing Avatar, The Way of Water.
It's wet.
It is. But before we get into that, Mitch, social media.
You can entertain this podcast.com, which will take you to our Facebook group and page. You can also go to our Twitter, which is @thisentertain, or our Instagram is entertain.this. And we also have our YouTube, entertain this, !
Okay. And before we get into the sequel, trivia.
What?
On the first movie. Just as a quick recap.
Okay.
After entering his avatar for the first time, Jake wants to stretch his legs. What does he not run through? An armory, a garden, a basketball court, an obstacle course. Obstacle course.
I'm going to go. What was the first option you said?
Armory.
We'll go with armory.
We'll go with the garden.
It is garden. Nope, it's not garden. It is armory.
Ha!
I don't know, I'm guessing.
Is this for punishment or is this just for fun?
Absolutely, it's for a punishment.
Are you gonna write
No,
down
it's
my-
not.
Are you going to write down my point?
How many digits does normal Navi have on their hand?
3.
4.
Tom is correct.
Oh, digits. I was thinking of fingers.
Those are. I don't know.
Grace's avatar wears a shirt with which university name on it?
You don't have to buzz in because
Go ahead, Tom.
Stanford?
You're correct, Tom.
I don't even know who Grace is.
Grace!
And which of these four scenes is I See You, the theme from Avatar?
I see you.
Oh, I can't see what you're holding.
Probably the credits.
You want to try the
Yeah.
credits? Good job, Mitch. Mitch gets a point. What was the nickname of Trudy Chacon's Samson gunship? That's Michelle Rodriguez. What's her gunship called?
What are the options?
Miranda, Moet, Maya, Michelle.
Maya.
You are right, Mitch.
That just sounded more like
Yeah.
the movie.
Who said sometimes your whole life boils down to one insane move?
I'm going to go with Jake Sully.
Sully is correct. 1 point for Tom.
Jake Sully.
Where did Colonel Quaritch say was a place you might want to go for some R&R after a tour on Pandora? Hawaii, Iran, North Korea, hell.
Hell.
Good job, Mitch. Who is Corporal Lai Wainfleet?
I'm going to go with the bald guy at the top right.
You are correct, Tom. How much does unobtainium sell for per kilo? Is it 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, or 30 million?
Doesn't matter. It's unobtainable.
That's not the answer.
5
5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 30 million.
30.
Wrong.
5.
Wrong.
What are the other two options?
10, 20.
10.
20.
It was 20 million. I'll give it to Mitch.
That was stupid. That's just processing.
Which character is not seen handling an M60 machine gun? The mounted gun on the side of those helicopter things. Is it Jake Sully, Norm Spellman, Colonel Quaritch, or Lyle Wainfleet?
Jake.
The Colonel.
You got it, Tom.
Good guess. I know you don't know any better than I do.
All right. We'll come back to that. Let's start with this movie. Mitch, you were deeply involved
In the making of this film.
engrossed in this film. Can you recap a brief plot synopsis? We should probably just go ahead and point out we don't do well with spoilers. So if you haven't seen this movie, you know,
I'm about to spoil it.
we're gonna spoil it because it's hard to. We're just gonna talk about it. So, and we'll put it in our title thing. Spoilers. So,
Yeah.
all right, Mitch, what's the plot to this movie?
Jake has a family now as the blue people. The Navi.
Yes.
Yeah, Navi. He's got, 2 girls and 2 boys and a little human guy named Spider that lives with them, basically.
Sidekick.
They live on Pandora.
They're blue.
The Colonel guy has been brought back to life as a Navi, along with all the people that died in the first movie that were his soldiers, and now they're Navi, so they're sent to infiltrate and catch Jake. That's their number one priority.
Mm-hmm.
So they go hunting for him. They catch the kids. The kids get away. Then Jake and the family decide to leave their tribe, go across the water to the water tribe. Then they have Melrose Place takes place where the family has to get along with the other new tribe because you're different. We don't like you.
You're from the forest.
Yeah.
Forest boy.
Then the new kids try to get that one kid killed, one of Jake's kids, because he's different. They don't like him.
You're different. Your skin is darker blue than us, so they're racist.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And then the colonel hires basically whalers to go and help them hunt down the Navi because they know that they got a signal that went across the water. So they figured, he's in one of these thousands of islands.
Yeah.
So they go narrow it down.
How did they figure out that signal?
They picked up when they brought in the gunship that had the supplies for them.
Yeah, to help the girl that had the seizure.
Yeah, they pinged it.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Or they managed to catch it on
pay attention to this movie, gosh.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And then they show up to kill the whales, and Jake's people show up to stop them because they capture his kids again.
All right.
Again.
You're kind of jumping around. Let's start with an overall.
Let's break down the first 10 minutes.
Let's start with an overall of what this movie is. It's a cat and mouse movie, okay, with a little bit of Free Willy mixed into there. All right.
Yeah, they did.
The only thing that would have been better at the end is he reached his hand up.
I mean, you got to give it to James Cameron. The man could do space movies, he could do water movies, and he could do space water movies.
The whole table got wet.
Yeah.
Water, space,
it's everywhere.
trees.
The dude likes doing these movies. But before we get into what we really think about the movie, essentially the plot is it's 15 years in the future? I mean, are they going to by the year from when the first Avatar
It would have
came
to
out?
be at least 15 to 16 because his oldest kid seemed like he was.
Yeah,
right.
Because I think
around
in
that
the
age.
first one they talk about actually how long it takes to get there.
Okay.
I don't remember the specific time frame, but in the other movie they kick
Right.
all the humans off the planet,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Yeah, get out of here! It's
Well,
ours now."
The lowly Navi people are living happily ever after in paradise on
But humans don't
Pandora.
take kindly to
No, and
that.
when Colonel
Quaritch
was Stephen Lang, he respawns, but he comes back as a
new character,
yeah,
Got new skin.
blue guy.
Yeah, he's downloaded a new skin, and
He went to the shop. He bought a new operator.
he comes in as the Navi, and then apparently the Navi could breathe oxygen.
For a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
they kind of throwaway line it in this one.
Yeah.
It's like 10 minutes or so.
There's a lot going on in this movie in the beginning, and they have to explain all these new characters' backgrounds.
Well,
and-
what they do is when they come back with the soldiers and stuff, they skip ahead another year just so they can say, "Oh, okay, they're established. They live here now."
They built a base
That's true. Yeah,
because they came in with the wiener ships.
yeah. That just nuke from orbit as they land.
Yeah.
So, but
We come in peace as they burn everything out.
With flamethrowers. The
um,
flame of peace.
Sigourney Weaver's character in this movie is her
Mother Nature.
Well, no. So so she's the daughter of the scientists from the first movie, Sigourney Weaver, Claire. What was it? What's her name?
I think
Grace.
Grace.
Yeah. And but apparently her avatar got pregnant, and after she died,
But they never officially
Well, I
explain.
mean,
obviously they left it open for a sequel. At the end.
Obviously, she's going to be I guess probably the human embodiment or the
Jesus.
of Jesus.
Yeah.
Of the
It was
the world tree woman.
immaculate conception.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was kind of strange. And they kept her mother's avatar like on ice. So
But I could have sworn Claire died in the first one.
she did.
Then why was her body there and like being
Grace.
kept
Because when she
kept
like
alive?
No. Her human body died.
yeah, her human body does, and they try to do
I
like
thought
they
her
try
other
to
one died, too.
download her into the Avatar one.
Right. They tried to, and it didn't work.
Oh,
But it did work for Jake. at
That's
the
right. It
very
didn't
end.
work.
from State
That's what I remember now.
So, but anyways, so that's how she comes to being the other kid. She gets adopted basically by Jake's family.
Yeah.
The other kids are natural born, which is one daughter and two boys, and then they take in the Spider Kid, who is actually Stephen Lang's son, and that's not explained that well.
That's
either.
just like
He's
this
like,
kid.
You're my boy, So, and he's living amongst them, as best as he can as a human.
One thing that I have to say for this movie is like, considering the other one was what 2004,
Mm-hmm.
they just like pick it right back up and they're like, yeah, you should know all this stuff.
Well, it is the most
it's
gross
been,
movie of all time, so
This is what 12 years after the first one.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, but
Cameron got sidetracked.
but the actual movie was almost was it 18 years ago?
Look,
Are they going to
So-
do Avatar: The Last Airbender? Because I mean, we got like the forest, we got
Half
Earth
the people that
we got
went to-
water. Next, the Fire Nation attacks.
So yeah, when they go off to go, because like Stephen Lang's tracking them, so they want to save their clan. So Jake Sully thinks that if he can get his family away from the clan, they're not going to attack their clan. So he tries to find refuge with these water avatars who have like finny arms and a fin tail, and they're like aqua colored
Really
skin.
big, like forearms.
Yeah, and you get to know the marine biology of Pandora, and unfortunately, Stephen Lang finds a way, and
Life
He's a
finds way.
colonel.
yeah,
Life finds a way.
and but the gist of it is, by the end of the movie, there's still some resolution to be had, and there's still some mystery to be had, and they also mentioned a third Na'vi tribe somewhere, like kind of in passing, So
Of course.
who knows what it's going to be like?
The Fire Nation.
Probably they might be like volcanic Na'vi or something like that.
They're
but
red. They look like Darth Maul.
That's essentially the plot of the movie. There's like some kind of side character plots where like one of his sons like falls in love with a whale, and another one of his sons. Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but.
There's a lot of kid drama.
A lot of kid drama. And those kids are dumb. They keep doing like the dad's like, "Don't do this," and they immediately go do that.
Like
no-
those kids ignored
And
everything.
when you say
they
immediately, you're
Yeah.
like no joke. Immediately, like, he'd walk off camera, and then they go, "Okay, let's go."
It's like you guys aren't the Goonies. Like stop it.
I know.
Like people are dying.
One big departure from the first movie was the narrative for the first movie was told entirely from Jake Sully's point of view, and this one was all over the place. That's why it was more of a entourage kind of movie. An ensemble cast. They like floated around from the kids, sometimes from Jake, very rarely from Zoe Saldana's character that I can't remember. And but they did a lot of Stephen Lang. Like Stephen Lang was probably just as much of an important character to this movie as any of the other ones were. So I really do feel like they're setting him up to be something big for the future movies coming out. There's supposed to be 2 more movies coming out, Avatar movies.
Yay!
So-
Yay!
Yeah, the 4 nations.
Yeah, the 4 Nations. So
We've done
All right.
water and earth, air and fire next.
have we missed any important plot beats that we need to talk about?
No.
What's the new resource that they're trying to
Oh,
obtain?
the golden goop
Yeah. And
from
what?
the brain of the space whales.
So they kill these space whales,
Yeah, I missed that part.
and they drill into their brains to suck out this like goop. Yeah. And then this is what they say. This goes for like, I don't know, what do you say, like 80 million a tube or something like that. And
It's like 80 million, like an ounce.
yeah, and he's like, you want to know why? Because it stops you from aging.
Like literally.
Yeah, and that's it. That's
Because like the one scientist guy's like telling the kid like, oh yeah, like, they're smarter than we are. It's like their brain size is proportionate to like their neuron pathways is far greater than any
Right.
humans. And it's
Yeah.
like this stuff, it's like this, and this is good. But we can harness it, and like if we use it, it's like we literally will stop aging.
Yeah, but like unobtainium at least made sense from the first one because it was
a mineral resource It was
that
like
they
some-
needed to like fuel things and make stuff more fuel
Yeah.
efficient.
So now Earth is like dying, and the humans are trying to like colonize Pandora.
Well, I don't think they're quite there yet. I think that they're just more
They're still dealing with the local
invested into
population.
resources. Yeah.
Well, no, the general lady said the Earth's dying, and they had to. They're looking at it for a new
Mrs. Soprano,
location.
who's a general now. After her,
No, that was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that was Edie Falco playing her.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, so after Tony gets whacked in Jersey, she joins the military at a late age and becomes a general in space exploration.
She
Got the golden goop.
She was Hillary Clinton in Impeachment, that TV show on.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. Well, she looks just like Hillary Clinton too. So, and she's just as evil apparently.
But she's
so.
going, Tony.
But yeah, that whole new resource was just a dumb MacGuffin, and there's a couple other plot.
It would have made more sense that humans came back locked and loaded for revenge.
That, and if like there's a couple times where they had to explain some backstory, and they did it just very forced on like Stephen Lang's kid. He's like, some kids aren't like their fathers. And then like the camera looks at him as he gets all sullen and smoldering and stuff like that, and he's like brooding and whatnot. And, and you're like, we're about to get some backstory.
The biggest thing that drove me nuts about his character is that like his thigh holster is backwards.
Stephen Lang's.
Yeah, for that giant revolver thing.
Yeah.
It's like you have to cross draw it down to your leg to pull out.
He's got extra long arms. That's no
He
big
does.
deal.
Yeah, to pull out this gigantic pistol.
So, but there's definitely much more Avatar story to come. You can tell. All right, let's start with. Should we start with the good, the bad, or the ugly? All right,
Go ahead.
Let's start with the ugly. Like I said,
The kids were annoying.
the kids. Were the kids in the movie theater? Yes, they were. Yeah.
Hayden was freaking out.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right, if you're bringing your kid to the freaking movie,
To a 3.5 hour film.
3.5 hour movie, all right, and you're telling them to shut up over and over and over again, maybe you're just ruining it for everybody else in the movie theater.
The
Get
other
your kid,
9 of us.
get him out there. I wish there was an app for parents where like if you see some other parent that's just being a terrible parent to their kid,
You like rat him out.
yeah, you could down, and then like they could be banned from movie theaters. Like, sorry, you have a 1 star on bad
If I
parent.
owned a movie theater and someone came in with like a kid like less than like 10, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, unless it's like a G-rated movie or something.
No.
No, heck, I went and watched Paw Patrol with my little girl. She sat there and didn't say a word. She just watched.
Yeah, I mean, my kids know how to watch a movie, but some kids just, and I don't blame the kids. I blame their stinking parents. So, but anyway,
You lack discipline.
yeah.
Yeah, he about bit my head off because I accidentally hit the flashlight button on my phone.
Yeah, he was like, hey, what are you doing? This is like, oh, okay.
My phone kept vibrating because somebody was calling, so I looked, and then the flashlight button went.
Well, like my left eye went blind for 3 seconds because you put that thing on nuclear. So, all right, back to the movie. The kids were okay. Like, honestly, I was too distracted by like the special effects and how realistic everything looked to like kind of be thrown off by if there was bad acting for the children. I feel like that's the perk of animating everything is that you can
It kind of blurs that out.
yeah, you can make them look as realistic and give much more facial
Because like the one
expression.
little girl, like the whole time, it's like she's like tagging along. She's always getting lost. She's always like letting go. And I'm like tired of someone's back like a
Put a
backpack.
leash on her.
Something. It's like every 5 seconds with this one, she's getting captured or something's happening. It's like stop. It's like why is she allowed out here?
Even at the end, the little girl made the comment. She goes, "I'm captured again."
Yeah,
Yeah, that was actually funny. She's like, I got tied up again.
that was kind of
And
fun.
I was like,
I think some of the plot was just like,
go with it.
pretty much. It was just like, more pretty things. Moving on.
Look at the pretty stuff.
So, the plot was a typical James
And
Cameron
then like
plot.
the white whale Ahab moment,
What was that? For the one
the whaling guy.
Oh yeah.
Because like that one whale is like doesn't have like all the tattoos that the other ones mysteriously have for some reason.
It's funny that whalers are still like, antagonists. I mean, like, even in the future, Star Trek did a whole movie on this. Okay, we get it. Well, killing whales is bad. I don't understand why like there's still people doing it, even if their brain goop makes you live forever. So, but anyways, So James Cameron plot, it's very boiled down and kind of silly, but the
first one was just basically Space Pocahontas.
yeah. So I think this was pretty much a divergence. It was still kind of a cat and mouse, and it was kind of like introducing you to a whole new section of Pandora.
To me, the whole military aspect was completely unrealistic.
Yeah,
We're gonna stop all military operations to catch this one guy. Not to mention that the other people had been robbing the train too.
yeah. The Marines, they doubled down on the Marines being the bad guy. Hoorah, let's go kill some alien, and all that stuff. But then they would be so bloodthirsty in the beginning, wanting to kill as many of the Na'vi as possible, and then they would like hesitate because plot would save these kids or whatever and whatnot.
Well, what kills me is like at the beginning of the movie, I mentioned it in the theater. I was like, they come in, they're moving resources on this train. They're just guarding the train. The Na'vi come in and annihilate everybody. And then we're supposed to feel bad because they're killing all the humans. And
well, they shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have taken their land.
Yeah. That was a hard part. That's like a hard pill to swallow for both of these films because you're basically just watching like a dude go race trader. Or not even race, like species trader. And it's just like, and I'm rooting for the blue aliens killing humans now?
Yeah, but
corporations, evil.
They are evil. That's like science fiction 101. Every powerful corporate entity has to kill something for resource. So,
capitalism is bad.
Imperialism.
Not capitalism necessarily, but corporations. Yeah.
Corporate greed.
That's why you need to have some sort of like tyrannical control. So, what?
You need a dictator?
With tiny
tyrannical
arms.
control. Otherwise, you will have a dictator.
Tiny arm. Dinosaur impressioning his way around.
Anyway, let's talk about the good stuff. Yeah, there was not one special effect or anything in this movie where I was just like, that looks bad.
Everything was in place.
I mean, like, you never thought that blue alien people could look so real underwater. Every time that they would like dip the camera underwater, and they would play around with other glowy fish and stuff like that. And I mean, it was just insanely good looking, and it felt like almost to the point where you thought that you were looking at something with like prosthetics, because like the skin had so much texture. And every time like a weird light ray would hit something, it would react and whatnot. And then like the glow in the dark skin features and things. It was just insane how well, like the first movie was obviously beautiful, but like they definitely were able to advance so much since then. So if you're into it for the visual experience, I mean, this is probably one of the most visually striking movies ever made up to this point.
Up to date.
Yeah.
Visually, it was pretty. But overall, I don't think that compensates for the movie in itself.
Well,
I was bored.
I know you were, Mitch, because things weren't dying fast enough for you.
It did kind of drag.
There was a lot of, we're going to show you a lot of pre-stuff. And
because like in the beginning, like where they get like the water truck and doing stuff, I was like, man, how long have I been in this theater? And I looked like the movie had been on for like an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, so much has happened.
Yeah.
And there's still 2 hours left.
Yeah. They do like kind of show you an unnecessarily long amount of pre-stuff. They could have trimmed an hour out of this movie. They could have.
At least 45 minutes.
Because like all of it's pretty, like I said. So, but we're watching for 30 minutes, people swing around just looking at sea life and this alien.
They're going,
yeah, and then screaming and doing
making
their
weird noises.
alien noises and stuff.
Clicking.
But I mean, like if you're kind of into the ambience and you just want to enjoy what like the subtle things of the world would be, then okay.
There's weirdos out there that think like Pandora's a real planet and this is like a true story.
There's the same people that think Star Wars is a true story. So
based on true events.
Yeah.
In a galaxy far, far away.
So
many years ago. A long time ago.
I think the highlight of the whole movie was that like above water, below water sea battle that they had towards the end. Because like some of the cool special effects and the stunts and things that they were doing, and you could tell. Well, you couldn't actually tell what was like real practical events happening and what was CG, and it all blended so well together. It was kind of insane, like because you could tell. It's hard to explain, but when they're like riding on whatever they would be on a set, probably just a mock-up green styrofoam saddle or something like that, and then the camera would pan out, and then the dragon or whatever that they're riding on attacks a boat. You know, it just seems so seamless. And in my head, I'm like visualizing, wouldn't it be cool if, and then like that character does it, you know, and you're like, whoa, I can't believe that happened, you know. So like the stunts and the explosions and the action that happened in that above water, below water sea battle was really, really neat. I enjoyed that a lot. So, yeah. Tom, what did you like about the movie?
I mean, it's probably one of the better movies this year. It did kind of drag at certain points. Other points, it went really fast.
Yeah.
Visually, pretty much flawless.
Yeah.
Like, even stuff that, like I was, like, almost starting to look for stuff, like, you know, in the corners, or, like, maybe there's something that they didn't really fully, you know, give 100% on. Because there's, like, one bit, like, it's dark. They go, like, they're on the water, they're in the water, they're out of the water. And then, like, all the planets that you could see in the sky and the star are, like, beautifully rendered and perfect in place. And
Right.
like, man,
Yeah.
like, these guys really nailed it.
And when they're interacting with stuff, when, like,
Yeah, the motion of, like, whatever they touch. Or
the
whatever.
water itself, which has got to be a pain to animate, but they, like, every time that they would walk through it with their animated bodies that look, you know, hyper realistic, the water that would move around them would be insanely realistic as well. So, I mean, yeah, visually it's a masterpiece. But yeah, the plot was a little left to be desired. Mitch,
Yes.
can you say one good thing about this movie, or are you just going to be salty?
No, I said it was a good looking movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it was fun to watch. I like the action scenes. It was neat how they did all the in like you were saying in the water and out of the water fighting and stuff. It just, I don't know. It just like it was nice to look at, but I just felt like there was a lot missing from the story that would have made more sense.
Like what?
Well, like I was saying, like why would the whole army just completely disregard everything and go look for this one guy? I understand, like, he's important, but
And would the kids listen?
Yeah. So you think that's where the whole Avatar overarching plot line is going to be, is like humans are going to try and kill off the Navis so they can inhabit or Pandora?
Well, the next one's going to be nuke it from orbit.
Yeah. So
We're not even landing. Just blow it up. We're Death Star.
well, like because the lady's like, oh, well, we got to make sure we get along with them because we got to cohabitate with them, and then the next thing they're like trying to kill them all.
but she did say, like, you know, we brought you in because for drastic measures or something like that.
Yeah.
And you know, and the guy, and Stephen Lang's like, yeah, all right, you're speaking my language or whatever. You know,
Drastic. I like drastic.
Yeah.
I'll fly off the handle. I'm on it.
yeah,
But, and then another thing is when they first went to go to the islands, Jake and his family, they're like, this is uncharted lands and stuff. And then as they've traveled there, you see all these other people, all these other Navi that are there. It's like, it's not uncharted. There's people there. What are you talking about?
But they're not the same Navi. They're different.
They're water Navi.
Different race.
That's like me going to Spain. This is uncharted territory.
Well, if
No,
you-
Spain people.
I've never been here. I don't know about it.
well, when Columbus hit America, he thought it was like uncharted territory.
And then he found out it wasn't.
Yeah, but he didn't care because he didn't think that those, like, the Native Americans were, like, you know, they're savages, right? So they're not like him. So
But they knew who these people were.
Yeah, even after the American Revolution, most people didn't know like how far west the United States really went.
yeah.
But like when Jake and them showed up, they were like, yeah, I'm not worried about him. It's her that I'm worried. So they knew these people. They've heard of them.
That's true.
So, I don't know. It was just. I
That's
don't
true.
know.
There was a little bit of a plot convenience going on. I don't think it'll have the novelty as much as the first movie did, but I think it will be enough to carry the franchise to the next movie and so on.
I don't think it's going to come close to what the first one did in the box office.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if it does a quarter of what it did.
Really.
I think the first movie did so well because it was. I mean, because it looked so stunning and it was great,
And nothing
nobody
really came out like
Yeah.
that ever.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you got stuff that's. I mean, granted, whether it's close or not, you got
Well,
stuff that's in the ballpark.
One of the things that the first movie did so well was it started the trend for 3D movies to come back, and with a vengeance. James Cameron knows very well how to force perspective for 3D in film. And as apparent in this, there was like 3 times where like they're pointing something at the camera and I'm like, okay, you're just doing that for 3D. I got it. All right. You know, but the most of it was just like foreground, midground, background.
Well, to me,
Yeah.
3D really only works for animated movies. Like the Super Mario trailer that they had, that looked pretty cool in 3D.
Yeah, that did look good.
But then,
You didn't like it for this?
I mean, I just didn't see the necessity for it.
I felt like you were kind of more in the world of Pandora.
Only when they were like underwater did I feel like that.
Yeah, I really did feel like.
But then I'm assuming when they're underwater, everything's animated. So
No, I bet you that they probably.
No, that was filmed on location.
I bet you they probably had like a tank that because James Cameron for The Abyss, he filled up this giant tank of water and filmed everything underwater for that, and I'm sure he did something similar for this.
okay.
At least to have practical reference, and then they could build around that.
And like I said, the movie looks amazing. Like just watching it, it's a really pretty movie. It looks great. I mean,
The middle son needed a smack upside the head,
Yeah,
and the oldest son needed to grab the youngest son and like handcuff him to a tree or something. Because
you don't find stuff like in Marvel where Thanos' glove, when he's holding his glove, it like folds through itself. In that CGI part.
Oh yeah.
There's a part where like he closes his hand and you can see like it's rendered almost like a video game where it folds in on
Oh,
itself.
I didn't notice that. No.
I mean, I didn't notice it when I first watched it, but now that somebody's pointed it out, I see it every time.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, and there might be something like that in this movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. For this movie, I didn't see anything like that.
But I don't like 3D movies, but I kind of enjoyed this one. I felt like the forest perspective was on point, especially when they're doing things like dense foliage, or they're going through like all this the coral scene where like that kid's running from that creepy looking 3-mouth shark thing. Ugh.
Well, like at the very end when they were fighting on like the burning ship, there was a couple of times I was like, "What's falling from the ceiling?" Oh, that's the 3D stuff.
Yeah.
It looked like just like
yeah,
fuzz
it was
or
like
something.
embers and stuff,
Yeah.
and like ashes were going around.
I mean, it was cool to see in 3D.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and yeah.
And then me and Hayden had like the moment where the big shark thing gets attacked by the whale, and me and Hayden are both like, "There's always a bigger fish." Qui-Gon.
I'm not saying this is a bad movie. I wasn't as interested in the first one, so this one didn't make me much more interested.
That's fair. I mean,
I mean, it's not a bad movie. It's not my
blue,
my
skimpy,
thing.
naked people killing Marines with arrows and stuff like that might not be for everybody.
You'd think they would have learned when they came back to like armor plate the helicopters or something, like reinforced or something.
Yeah.
She's still shooting arrows through.
Arrows are going right through it, like right through the dude, right through the seat, through the bottom. It's like 8-foot arrows are just and just.
Yeah. I mean, if they're penetrating all that, I don't know what you could do. So, but yeah, it was. There's some kind of logic eye rolls here and there, but I still think it's worth the watch, and I would watch it again, not in theaters, but I would watch it again probably down the road sometime, maybe before the next movie comes out. But yeah, it seems very. It was a spectacular masterpiece as far as visual, and
Maybe if I'd have seen the first one again.
Maybe if you stayed awake for the whole thing.
Shut up. Maybe if I'd seen the first one again, it would have made more sense because I haven't seen the first one in probably at least 10 years.
really.
Yeah, I don't ever watch a movie. I watched it when it came out, and that was it. So
Oh.
if I'd have seen it, maybe I would remember more, and then I could, connect the dots a little better. But
Yeah.
it just wasn't a big thing for me.
I don't think I liked the narrative being pulled from Jake Sully to this
Goonies
ensemble
family.
cast thing. Yeah, it felt kind of like, because I think Jake Sully was the most interesting character, but probably the novelty of him being a human that becomes one of the aliens
Well, then
is kind of fallen off.
I felt like his wife was pretty much left out of the movie except for when
Yeah.
the important stuff happened.
Yeah, and she's an important character.
And all she did was growl at people half the time.
Yeah.
She didn't hardly have any dialogue.
Well, and you can kind of see her towards the end of the movie because spoiler alert, one of the kids die.
The oldest one.
Yeah.
And she's willing to like basically kill Stephen Lang's son, who she raised just to get revenge. And that was kind of a weird ending for that too, because they just like accepted him back, no problem.
Well, I was kind of wondering if she was doing that just to get him to let her go, or if she was
don't
actually
know.
going to kill him.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I saw bloodlust
She
in her
seemed
eyes.
pretty pissed. So, and so I wonder if there's some like untapped waters with that, pun intended. But we'll see if like that comes out better in the future. And of course, Stephen Lang's Avatar survived. So,
Then the Avatar, I wonder where her abilities will go.
what?
The Avatar. the little girl that could control everything.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver's.
Yeah,
Grace.
Yeah.
See where
Grace!
she's going to go from there.
She's basically going to be like Space Jesus.
I mean, she was directing animals to like eat the submarines and stuff. Which
Yeah.
those were totally impractical.
Yeah, and the dude's like
Machines.
escaping, and she's like, nope. And like, ah!
Like, they're like little crabs, and then they jump in the water, and then just like.
Have you ever seen a crab swim?
No.
It's got these little back legs, and it does shrink inside of itself and just kicks its legs and goes like motorboats. Like
It seems very impractical for
And
someone
then
to
they get out
design
and
a
like,
machine for that.
they're basing it off of nature, man. That's how all machines are built.
But don't you think they could have made a little bit better swimming machine?
I don't know. It worked fine.
Submarines look like whales.
Did it?
I
They
mean,
died.
a crab is a scavenger, and that's what essentially that they built that machine to do was just to mount these dead whale corpses and scavenge it. So
Giant lobsters.
yeah.
Well, they used it in the wrong context because you shouldn't have used it for battle.
Well, they didn't mean to use it for battle. They got attacked in the middle of their scavenging. Or they just like had last case scenario thing. But the underwater submarine thing, that was a really cool effect when it cracks the hull
Yeah.
and the guy's like trying to get out and like the water's rushing up and stuff like that. I was like, whoa, that looked real as all get out. So
It's like, that's horrifying.
yeah. And then he tries to swim out and the tentacle thing grabs him.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat. So yeah, the visuals, like I can't talk enough about it, you know.
Very pretty.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see how they outdo themselves for the next movie because I didn't think they could outdo the first movie.
I like that the water people were basically like Navi Samoans.
Yeah.
They had the tattoos and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like best friends or whales, and they just like tattoo the whales and stuff.
I was waiting for Maui to pop out.
Yeah.
I was waiting to just see like Jason, like Momoa or The Rock just show up and be like, family.
You know who was the queen, the pregnant queen, right?
Oh,
Who's that?
Kate Winslet.
I knew she
Really?
was in the movie somewhere. I just didn't know what she was playing.
Yeah.
I saw
They
something.
left her little mole
Oh.
even on the CGI.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the dad, I think, was what's he from? Yeah, he was in Fear the Walking Dead in one of the first seasons. The king guy.
I haven't seen Fear the
So-
Walking Dead.
Oh, the guy that plays the king?
No.
Oh.
He was the king in the
Oh.
movie, but he was like the Middle Eastern looking guy in Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't
don't know.
remember of a specific movie that he's known for. But yeah,
Let me see if I can find out who that is.
I mean, it was a huge cast for this movie, and everybody like had a lot going on. So they used up. Like I said, they could have chopped it down to 2 hours, but it would have been like it would have been a whirlwind. So they gave it an hour of breathe room where you saw a lot of beautiful scenery and stuff like that. But
Cliff Curtis.
yeah, is that him in the movie?
That is him.
And then another thing I found kind of funny is like he had his own family there that he knows, that he's worked with, that he's trained with, that teach them how to do, to go on these raids and stuff of the stuff. Then they left them, went to this other water tribe, and basically he was leaving so he didn't have to involve the tribe in the fight. He goes to this new tribe and drags them into the fight instead.
Well, the intent was that they would never be found, but I guess it was too late when it happened. So I don't know. But yeah, so I would recommend the watch, especially if you're into like the visual spectacle for it. I would even recommend 3D.
I'd go see it in 3D or IMAX or something.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't do IMAX. I kind of wish we did, but like, we can get the times to work out for our favor,
Mitch.
And Mitch definitely made it.
Harder than it had to be.
I don't want to hear it.
It's like
Mr.
you didn't
My
want to
car-
see the movie, Mitch.
Yeah, I went, got my
Mister,
car,
my car
jumped,
won't start. Mister,
fixed it, got it running.
Mister,
and
I'm
got
dropping my
there.
car off for maintenance. Can somebody pick me up?
Yeah. Well, I told you guys that like 2 days ago.
Tom. Come get me. Come get me.
Can't help my bank decides to cut my card off. It's because I've used it too much. It's my money.
You're spending too much money. We're
See,
cutting you
evil
off.
corporations, Mitch.
Wait, that's like a bartender. It's like, sir, you're drunk.
It's Christmas time, people.
Evil corporations.
Of course I've used my card.
What,
So-
you want to spend your own money? Get out of here.
I bet you Giovanni Ribisi comes back in one of the movies.
Who's that?
The
He was like the corporation head guy in the first one.
guy that golfed. He was the medic in Saving Private Ryan. That was like more morphine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's in
A bunch of movies.
he's in Ted.
That's right. He's a Ted. He's this creepy stalker guy.
Yeah, he wants the bear.
that like drinks his like through his straw, through his like high seat punch.
Yeah.
He does his weird little dance.
Like swimmy, like snake dance. He's like,
He's also a Scientologist, so definitely the smartest man in the world.
obviously.
All right. Well, there you go. That was fun. Go see the movie.
Or don't.
And if you have seen the movie and you agree with us, let us know. If you thought we missed important plot points, message us.
I'm pretty sure I did.
At least message Mitch because it'll all be news to him.
So
Look, I'm the one of us that works completely overnight. I don't want to hear it.
All right, well, that's it for this special. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you around for whatever we got coming out next, and our end of the year review for our year-long Supernatural escapades, James
Sammy!
Bond, and all of our video game charades that we had going on. So, okay, goodbye from Mitch.
Bye.
Goodbye from Tom.
Bye, Tom.
And goodbye from me. And goodbye.
We didn't get that in there. We had to get it in there.
Cyclops.
Trailer for the
Yeah. Who's the best?